Hi, welcome to Body of Work, where we discuss rap albums and topics regarding rappers. Today's topic, Eric Adams and his attack on drill music. Let's get into it.
I had no idea what drill rapping was, but I called my son, and
He's already
he
on some
sent me
bullshit.
videos, and it is alarming.
A gritty form of rap with songs and viral dances made to celebrate local murders.
The violence is infused in the music.
Hasn't it
Two
always
drill
been
rappers have
infused
been murdered
in
New York
music?
City so far this month. The story of 18-year-old Jaquan McKinley, known as C. High, brought Mayor Eric Adams to tears Thursday.
The story of Jaquan breaks my heart. His story tests my spirit.
But the
McKinley was
poverty
shot
that
and
they're
killed, leaving a
in doesn't
recording
break your
studio
heart,
in
right?
Bed-Stuy Sunday morning. On February 1st, 22-year-old Tajay Dobson, known as T. Wu, was killed in a drive-by shooting in Canarsie, just hours after securing a record deal.
There have been lately a number of shootings of known rappers, some very known with good careers right in front of them.
Aisha Sekou runs Street Corner Resources in Harlem. Sekou says her organization is increasingly responding to shootings, stabbings, and beatdowns that are carried out in retaliation for drill music songs that brag about local murders.
There are calls to action in the music, on the grave, to smoke on the grave of someone.
Hot 97 DJ Drewski recently said he'll no longer play what he calls diss music on the radio. But rapper and Brooklyn native Fabio Foreign defended drill this week, saying it's not the music killing people.
Exactly.
Mayor Eric Adams told
It's not the
11
music.
today he's focused on the social media sites where drill videos can rack up tens of thousands of views.
We're going to ask these companies, we're going to ask them for good corporate responsibility. This is contributing to the violence.
You know what would help? Helping them out of fucking
The
poverty.
mayor is
That's
also
what would
calling on
help.
prominent rappers to step up and step in.
I am meeting with some of the top known rappers. We have a meeting.
Shouldn't
set
you
up
have done this
where we're
from
going
the
to sit
start?
down
Isn't that what you're
and
supposed to do
really
from the
bring in
start?
the rappers
Meet with
and
them
show how this
before
is
bashing them?
impacting and it's causing the loss of lives of young people like them.
So Democrats have trouble making it make sense. So I'm gonna make it make sense for y'all. The problem here is poverty. They don't highlight that as the problem, but you want to take away the one thing that actually gives these guys a chance to get out of the hood, so they don't have to live that violent life. And that's what you choose to attack, Mr. Adams? Oh, and there's more. He actually sat down and met with them. And here's what happened.
Mayor Adams met with a group of drill rap artists last night. He's criticized the music genre for contributing to the rising violence in the city.
But as CBS
Criticizing a genre he knows
explains, the
nothing
mayor
about,
and the
right?
rappers were able to come to an agreement.
There's been a lot of talk about drill rap, drill music, New York City, connecting violence with the culture.
Late Tuesday evening, drill rappers met with Mayor Eric Adams, who's been critical of their music, saying it's causing a spike in violence. But Brooklyn rapper Bleezy says the meeting was productive.
So the poverty is not causing a spike in violence, right, in New York City, right?
And we got a perfect understanding of what's going on.
Drill rap came under renewed scrutiny after 18-year-old artist Jaquan McKinley's murder earlier this month, leading Mayor Adams to call for the music's removal from social media.
Violent people who are using drill rapping to post who they killed and then antagonize the people who they are going to kill.
That part of it is fucked up.
People look at the videos or listen to the lyrics and stuff, it's going to be characterized as, talking about guns, talking about money, talking about...
But that's just a music period at every genre.
While Bleezy admits some artists go too far.
A lot of them go too far. But that's how they were
Bleezy says
raised.
he focuses
That's
on the
all they ever
hardships
saw.
in Brownsville. adding addressing the real root of violence goes well beyond any lyrics.
The community is like, it's like, there's no hope, there's no opportunities. No, we just make music so
There's
we can
no
get
hope
out
for
of
these people.
places.
The meeting with Mayor Adams ended with a handshake. The mayor said that a new initiative in partnership with the rappers will be rolled out.
I wouldn't shake his
in a
hand
few days.
because if
Andrea
that's the way you do
Thomas,
business.
CBS 2 News.
And the mayor admits to just learning about the genre of music from his son and said he was happy to speak to the various artists.
If you're just learning about the music, you should not be fucking attacking it. You don't know no better when it comes to the music. Yes, from the outside it does seem very violent. But that's the only thing some of these people have. And I go front. I am not a fan of drill music whatsoever. I do not like it. I've listened to it a lot of times. But for you to attack that genre and try to remove it, their only way of making money, don't you think they're going to commit more crimes and hurt more people in the same city that you're trying to save from this crime epidemic that's happening in the city? Come on now, you gotta do better, Mayor. You gotta do better. Shh. Now, I will admit that my first sign of problems with this new mayor is the fact that he wanted to bring back stop and frisk, one of the biggest problems this city has ever had, and led to multiple cops violating people's Fourth Amendment rights, mainly minorities. I'm someone who suffered with stop and frisk at one point. But please tell me, what was the logical sense of actually stopping to frisk me when I was wearing a suit and had a folder full of resumes back in 2006? But yeah, you want to reenact a policy that clearly harasses black people. And if you want to hear what he said about stop and frisk, here's the full clip right here.
When Eric Adams joined us for the Pix 11 mayoral forum, we pressed him on his position on stop and frisk. Now, while Adams said the police practice was over-abused, he would not commit to ending stop and frisk during his administration. That response sparked today's protest.
Wanking Adams means resurrecting stop and frisk.
Protest outside the Brooklyn campaign office of mayoral candidate Eric Adams, all after this moment on the Pix 11 mayoral forum. We asked Adams if he becomes our next mayor, will the NYPD employ stop and frisk?
My police officers, if there's believe there's a crime, they're going to stop, they're going to question people. That's it.
To stop without reasonable suspicion is unconstitutional. It violates the Fourth Amendment.
Stop and frisk is a police practice where officers temporarily detain, question, and sometimes search people on the street. During its height in 2011, the New York Civil Liberties Union found 685,000 people were stopped that year. Black and Latino New Yorkers were stopped at the highest rates. The NYCLU also found 9 out of 10 people who were stopped and frisked were completely innocent.
The Black Lives Matter movement was born out of the movement to end stop, question, and frisk.
Throughout his campaign for mayor, Eric Adams, a former police captain, has maintained stop and frisk can be an effective tool when it is used legally.
Many people believe that stop and frisk was the problem. No, it was the abuse by police officers.
On the campaign trail today, Adams stood firm, saying he's fought for years to reduce the number of stops.
Can you imagine the audacity of some people to say Eric Adams had no role in stopping the over-abuse of stop and frisk?
Still, the advocates outside Adams' campaign office insisted any form of stop and frisk is a step back from recent police reforms. And with just 20 days until the Democratic primary, fellow candidate Maya Wiley was quick to call Eric Adams out today about stop and frisk. The two have clashed on the issue before.
So, Mayor, you really think that's it? They stop whoever they want because they think they're committing a crime and that's it? You really think that? What delusional world you live in? Now, I'm not going to sit here and disrespect you and call you a puppet. But I do feel like you're really out of touch with how things used to be in the state, and it still is. when it comes to the way the cops deal with minorities. When you say your officers, which officers are you talking about? Is it
a woman and an officer pointing his gun at protesters? Another video shows an officer pull down the face mask of a protester under investigation.
Are those the officers that you're talking about, Mayor Adams? Because they seem to be the one that the black community comes across many times. I'm just saying. If you like the video today, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next episode of Body of Work. And yes, I am the nicest asshole. Just not today, when you're dealing with other assholes.
My police officers, if there's believe there's a crime, they're going to stop, they're going to question people. That's it.